So today I'm going to be talking about if you happen to explode a cylinder, which is basically where you lose all the springs and top pins in the top of the Bible because you either slid the follower out or you slid the lock out without a follower and everything blew up. It's pretty simple actually. Rekeying, that is a separate video. But for today, basically, you can see inside there all the little holes. There's 5 of them because this is a regular SC1 Schlage lock. So what I tend to do is I use a flathead and I'll grab the springs with the flathead and guide them into each of the holes. See, it can stick onto the end of the flathead like that, and then you just put one in and you go one by one. I fill all the springs in before I go for the top pins. Might take a second. And with these springs that come for the Schlage locks, they're not as tight as other springs, so I need to go a little higher up to be able to hook onto them, but I can hook them on and send them on in. And you can use like little pin pliers for these as well to be able to grab pins. You can grab the springs, but I use what I have and this is what I got, so I'll make it work. Alright, so we got 3 of the springs in, just 2 more now. Then after this is the fun part. You'll need a specific, you don't technically need a specific follower, but this is what I would suggest follower wise, because of the way it's built. It makes it a lot easier to actually put the top pins back into place. Slide on in. Alright, one more. Come on, buddy. Also just thread it on. There we go, and into the hole. There we go. Now we got all 5 springs up in there. So now this is the follower that I suggest you use. On this side it's got a little bit of a hole that goes inside of it, but on this side it's completely flat, so we can guide it in. So what I do is I put it here at the end with it lined up with the spring. And now that it's lined up with the spring, I can take a top pin that goes in the top and literally just drop it in. And then I can take my flathead and get it lined up properly and push down into the chamber. I might have to play with it a little bit because sometimes the follower can slide forward. But once it can go in just like that, then we slide the follower up and over that pin. 1 down. I got 4 more to go. Next one, literally just drop that top pin in there. Get it lined up. Push it down. Push the follower forward. Push that pin in totally. Done. 3 left. Top pin. Line everything up properly. Push that down. In. Slide the follower forward over it. Boom. 2 left. Sometimes it needs to be realigned just a little bit. So that guy can go right on in. And it's a little difficult because the springs will want to pop the pin right back out. So I was getting it lined up and then kind of manipulating it just right to go into the hole that it needs to go into. Boom. There we go. Now the last one, and this one you can really see. You can see the spring right there. And you see the pin. And you literally just drop it on top of it. And see it's lined up. And then you just push it on into the hole. And then over it. Boom. And now everything is back in perfect condition. So now you've got your top pins and your springs, and you would just rekey your lock like you normally would. You slide it on in and you've got a functioning lock once again. And that is how you respring and pin the Bible. Thanks guys, have a great day.